First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this lesson number 4 on the topic time and work, we are going to learn one of the most important concept, where the concept is question based on work and wages. So friends, if you need to solve a question that comes under work and wages, if you follow these 3 steps, solving a question, even though it's an easy question or toughest question, if you follow these steps, solving will be so simple. There is a shortcut for all the question, not all the question, or 50 or 40% of the question in time and work that is based upon work and wages. There is a shortcut, but first of all, be strong on the normal method and also be strong on the concept. So once you're strong on the concept, then we can apply the shortcut and we can solve the question. So first of all, we are going to solve 8 different questions that is based on work and wages in this video. So after solving all the 8 different questions, kindly take your books and try to solve the question that is related to this pattern. So friends, what is step number 1 is, after reading a question, step number 1, to find 1 day work done by the person. If there are 3 persons in a question, find what is 1 day work done by first person, 1 day work done by second person, 1 day work done by third person. If there are 4 persons, then find all the 4 persons 1 day work. That is step number 1. Step number 2, by using that 1 day work, try to find the ratio. Step number 3, to find the share. Once you find the ratio, then share will be so simple. So follow all the 3 steps, right? So friends, and everyone knows what is the concept of work and wages, right? For example, if a person works more, then his wages will also be high, right? If the person working only less number of work, then we can say that this wage will also be low, right? This is the basic concept. For example, if you want, I can write like this: 5:2, right? For example, there are 2 persons, A and B, and they are working in a ratio of 5:2, right? For if you need to say E done 5 parts of work and the person B only 2 parts of work he completed, right? Who will get the highest wages here? Definitely A will get the highest wages, because A worked 5 parts of work. So out of 7, 5 plus 2, out of 7 parts where A worked 5 parts, out of 7 parts where B worked only 2 parts. Got the logic, friends? Total parts is 7. So out of 7 parts, A worked only 5 parts and B worked only 2 parts. So here we can easily say A is working more number of parts when compared to B. So we can say that A's wage will be more when compared to B, right? So the person who works more, he will get more wages, right? So let me move on to all the 8 different questions in this lesson. So after watching it, share this video to your friends so that your friends can also learn this. Question number 1. So A can do a work in 3 days. B can do a same work in 2 days. Both of them finish the work together and get rupees 150. What is the share of the person A? So friends, interesting question, right? This question can be solved orally without pen and paper. But if you are a beginner, you need to know what is the concept of the question, how you need to find the answer step by step. So friends, just now I have told you what is step number 1. Step number 1 is to find the 1 day work done by A and the 1 day work done by B. Step number 2, to find the ratio. Step number 3, then to find the share, right? So first of all, there are 2 persons in a question. One is A and the second person is B. So A alone completes a piece of job in 3 days, right? So A took 3 days to complete a work. So 1 day work of A will be 1/3. First point. Second, B can do a same work in 2 days. That means B can complete a same job in 2 days. So we can say that B 1 day work will be 1/2. So step number 1 completed. Step number 2 is to find the ratio of A is to B. So A is to B is equals to, so A 1 day work will be 1/3, B 1 day work will be 1/2. So 1/3 is to 1/2. So meaning A is to B or A divided by B, both are same. So when you divide 1 and 2, 1/3, 1/2. So this becomes 2:3. So finally, we got a ratio, that is A is to B is equals to 2:3. So our target to find what is the share of the person A. That means our target to find what is the share of 2 parts. So friends, finally step number 2 is also completed, where we found 2 parts work done by A and 3 parts work done by B. So our target to find what is the share of A. So A's share is 2 parts. Out of total, 3 plus 2 will be 5. And we know that they undertook a job for rupees 150. So into 150. So when you cancel, this becomes 30. So 30 into 2 will be 60. So finally we can say that share of the person A will be rupees 60. So friends, easiest question, follow 3 steps, right? First step, to find the work done by A and B. Second step, we have found the ratio. Third step, we have found the share. Question number 2. So A and B undertook to do a piece of work for rupees 4,500. So A alone could do it in 8 days, where B alone can do it in 12 days. With the assistance of C, they finish the work in 4 days. Then the C share of money is. So friends, easiest question, first of all understand the concept, right? So A and B undertook a job for rupees 4,500, and the same job done by A alone, how much days he does? In 8 days. So B alone can complete the same job in 12 days. With the assistance of C, that means all the 3 are working. So A, B, C. If all the 3 are working, then the job gets completed in 4 days. By using this data, our target to find what is the share of the person C. So friends, what is step number 1? Just now I have told you what is step number 1. Step number 1 is to find work done by 1 day work done by A, 1 day work done by B, and 1 day work done by C, all the 3 persons. Step number 2, to find the ratio. Step number 3, then find the share, right? Number 1, to find 1 day work done by all the 3 persons. So friends, A can complete a piece of job in 8 days. That means A's 1 day work will be 1 by 8. Next is B. B can complete the same job in 12 days. So we can say that B's 1 day work will be 1 by 12. But in this question, they have not given what is C's 1 day work. But they have given another point that if all the 3 are working, then their job gets completed in 4 days. So we can say that if all the 3 working, that is A plus B plus C, is equals to 1 by 4. So all the 3 persons are working and they complete a job in 4 days. So we can say that all the 3 persons 1 day work will be 1 by 4. So now substitute the A and B in this expression. So 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus C is equals to 1 by 4. So C is equals to 1 by 4 minus 1 by 8 minus 1 by 12. So I think we can take 24 as LCM. 6 4s are 24, 8 3s are 24, 12 2s are 24. So C is equal to 1 divided by 24. So finally we found the 1 day work of A, 1 day work of B, and finally 1 day work of C. So step number 1 gets completed. So step number 2 is to find the ratio of A is to B is to C. So A will be 1 by 8, B will be 1 by 12, and just now we have found C is 1 by 24. So take LCM now. So LCM will be 24, 8 3s are 24, 12 2s are 24, 1 24s are 24. So finally we can say that the numerator is the ratio, which is A is to B is to C is equals to 3 is to 2 is to 1. So step number 2 is also completed. We have found the ratio of A is to B is to C. And step number 3, to find the share. So according to the question, they are asking what is the share of the person C. That means our target to find what is the share that is C getting. And we know that the total parts is 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 6. So out of total parts, where C is working only one part of work, so 1 into 4,500. So when you cancel, this becomes 750. So finally we can say that share of the person C is rupees 750. So for question number 2, we got an answer, share of C, that is rupees 750. Question number 3. So 3 persons undertake to complete a piece of work for rupees 1,200. The first person can complete the work in 8 days, second person can complete the work in 12 days, and the third person in 16 days. They complete the work with the help of fourth person in 3 days. So what does the fourth person gets? So friends, this question completely related to the previous question, the same concept. In the previous question they are talking about 3 persons, but in this question I think they are talking about 4 persons. So let me understand the concept of the question. Well, first of all, A, B, C, 3 persons undertook a piece of job. For how much rupees they have undertook? For 1,200. So A alone can complete a piece of job in 8 days, B alone in 12 days, and C alone in 16 days. With the help of the fourth person D, they completes a job in 3 days. So our target to find what is the share of the person 4. So what is step number 1? Step number 1 is to find 1 day work done by all the 4 persons, right? So here question says A can complete a job in 8 days. So A's 1 day work will be 1 by 8. B can complete a job in 12 days. B 1 day work will be 1 by 12. and C can complete a job in 16 days, C's 1 day work will be 1 by 16. But in the question, there is no direct statement like what is D's 1 day job. So our target to find what is D's 1 day work. And in the last line, they have told that with the assistance of fourth person, that is all the 4 persons are working and the job gets completed in how many days? 3 days. So we can say that A plus B plus C plus D. If all the persons are working, then the job completed in 3 days. So we can say that 1 day work done by all the 3 persons will be 1 by 3. So now substitute A, B, C in this equation, where A is equal to 1 by 8, B 1 by 12, C 1 by 16 plus D is equals to 1 by 3. So D equal to 1 by 3 minus 1 by 8 minus 1 by 12 minus 1 by 16. So D is equals to, so when you take LCM, I think 3, 8, 12, 16. LCM can be a 48, right? Why? Because 48 will be divisible by all numbers. So let me take LCM as 48. So this becomes 16. So this will be 8 6 are 48, 12 4s are 48, 16 3s are 48. So 6 plus 4 will be 10. So 10 plus 3 will be 13. 16 minus 13 will be 3. So 3 divided by 48. So 3 divided by 48 will be 1 divided by 16. So finally we can say that 1 day work done by D will be 1 by 16. So finally we found 1 day work of all the 4 persons. So step number 1 is completed. Next is step number 2. Step number 2, to find the ratio, that is parts of work done by all the 4 persons, right? So A will be 1 by 12, 1 by 8, 1 by 12, 1 by 16, and the fourth person D is also 1 by 16. So I think we can take LCM, again we can take LCM as 48. So when you take LCM as 48, 8 6 are 48, 12 4s are 48, 16 3s are 48 and 16 3s are 48. So finally the ratio of A is to B is to C is to D will be the numerator, which is 6 is to 4 is to 3 is to 3. So what is our target? Our target to find what does the fourth person gets, that is salary of fourth person. So fourth person is in the ratio of 3 parts. So 3 parts he worked. Out of 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 6 will be 16. So out of 16 part, fourth person works only 3 part and they undertook a job for 1200 rupees. So when you cancel this, I think this becomes 75. So 75 into 3, 225. So finally we can say that the share of the fourth person D, that is rupees 225. So interesting question. So only thing is you need to first of all find work done by all the 4 persons, that is 1 day work. Then find the parts of work done by all the 4 persons. Then at the last find the share of the persons. Question number 4. So A, B and C completed work costing rupees 1800. So A worked for 6 days, B worked for 4 days and C worked for 9 days. If their daily wages are in a ratio 5 is to 6 is to 4. So how much amount will be received by A? So friends, interesting question. So first of all, there are 3 persons working and they completed work for 1800 rupees, right? And the another thing is A worked for 6 days. Similarly, B worked for some days and C worked for some days. But the thing is, the data they have given, if their daily wages are in a ratio, so daily wages given in a ratio, that is 5 is to 6 is to 4. So this was the ratio that was given for the daily wages, not the total wage of A, total wage of B and total wage of C. It is a daily wage. So if in order to find the total wage of the person A and daily wage is 5 and the person A worked for 6 days. So we can say that 6 into 5 will be 30. So 30 will be the total wage of the person A. Next is person B, and the person B daily wage is 6 and the person B worked for how many days? 4 days. So 4 into 6 will be 24. So 24 will be the total wage for the person B. And for the person C, daily wage is 4 and he worked for 9 days. So we can say that 9 into 4 will be 36. 36 will be the total wage of the person C. I think we can cancel this on 6 table. So when you cancel this on 6 table, so A is to B is to C is equals to 6 5s are 30, 6 4s are 24, 6 6 are 36. So finally we have found the wages are in a ratio 5 is to 4 is to 6. What is our target? Our target to find how much amount will be received by A. That means our target to find what is the amount received by the A, that is 5 parts. So we can say that 5 divided by total, that is 15, into the amount will be 1800. So I think when you cancel, this becomes 1 times 2 times 0, 120. So 120 into 5 will be 600. So we can say that rupees 600 will be the share of the person A. Question number 5. A man and a boy received rupees 800 as wage for 5 days for the work they did together. The man's efficiency in the work was 3 times that of boy. So what are the daily wages of the boy? So friends, very most important question, and there are lots of chance to make a mistake in this question because it is easy, but finding the answer on the last step is little bit tricky. You should not make the mistake in the exams, right? So friends, first of all, let me understand the concept. There are 2 persons, a man and a boy. They work for 5 days and they got a total wage of rupees 800. And another important line where the man's efficiency, listen carefully, man's efficiency in the work. The word in the work plays a major role in the question. So the man's efficiency in the work was 3 times that of the boy. And our target to find what is the daily wages of the boy. So friends, most important, listen here, man and a boy. So they work for 5 days and total 5 days they are earning rupees 800. This was the data that was given in point number 1. And the point number 2 is, listen here, the man's efficiency is thrice or 3 times, right? Thrice than the boy. So friends, here I think in lesson number 2 or lesson number 3, while I am teaching based upon efficiency, I have just taught you how to write if the question that is based on efficiency. Listen here, the same point if they ask in terms of days, and right side in term of work, right? You should not mistake while writing the ratio. That's what I am explaining it, right? A man's efficiency is 3 times that of boy. So listen carefully, I am going to write a ratio in terms of days. If man's efficiency is x, then the boy will be 3x. So that if man completes a piece of job in 5 days, then the boy will take 15 days. Friends, listen carefully. Man completes a piece of job in 5 days. And the boy completes a piece of job in 15 days. So in this case, where man's efficiency is 3 times that of boy, and this expression I have wrote for number of days, that is in terms of days. A man complete a work in 5 days and the boy complete a work in 15 days. So we can say that a man is 3 times efficient than boy. And now the question says a man efficiency in the work, in terms of work, which is most important. Same expression, listen carefully. If a boy completes 1 part of work, then the man will complete 3 part of work at the same time. Got the point, friends? Here I have wrote a ratio 1:3, but in this case I have wrote a ratio as 3:1, which is very most important. Kindly don't make a mistake in the exam. It is based upon days. This ratio 1:3, and this is based upon work, which is 3:1. If they are talking about work, if a boy does only 1 part of work at the same time where the man does 3 parts of work, so we can say that a man's efficiency in the work is 3 times more when compared to boy. When we are talking about days, if man completes a work in 5 days and the boy completes a work in 15 days, man's efficiency is 3 times that of boy. So got the logic, friends? So here they are talking about work, so we can say that man ratio is 3 and the boy ratio is 1. So what is our target? Our target to find what is the daily wages of the boy. So our target to find what is 1 part. So total will be 4, 3 plus 1 4, and boy work will be 1 part into, they have undertook a job for 800. So 420, which is 200. So we can say that 200 will be the total wage that was obtained by the boy. But our target to find what is the daily wage of the boy. They have worked for 5 days. So divided by 5, resultant will be 40. So daily wages of the boy will be rupees 40 and the total wage of the boy will be rupees 200. But in this case they are talking about daily wages of the boy. So finally for this question we can say answer is rupees 40 will be the daily wages of the boy. So friends, most important, just kindly remember this or take it as a note so that every time while going for an exam you should not make any mistake on this section. Question number 6. If 5 men or 7 women can earn rupees 5,250 per day, so how would 7 men and 3 women earn per day? So friends, the first data is either 5 men or 7 women can earn 5,250 rupees per day. And our target to find how much 7 men and 13 women earn per day, right? Simplest question. So let me do one thing. They are saying that 5 men earns 5,250, or otherwise 7 women earns the same amount, that is rupees 5,250. So let me do one thing. If 5 men earning 5250, then 1 man earn 5,250 divided by 5. So we can say that 1 man 1 day work, that is 1 day salary, will be 1050. So per day 1 man will earn 1050. And our target to find what is 7 men, right? So we can say that 7 men is equals to 1050 into 7 is equals to 0, 35, 3 and 7. So 7350 will be the total wage for 7 men. Next is women. So 7 women will be 5250. So 1 woman will be 5250 divided by 7. So 7 sevens are 49. So remaining will be 3, that is 750. So 1 woman earn 750 per day, but our target to find what is 13 women earn. So we can say that 13 women is equals to 750 into 13. So 0, 5 3s are 15, remainder will be 1, 21, 6, 27. So this will be 7, remainder will be 2, that is 9. So 9750 will be the total earning of 13 women, and 7 men earn 7350. But our target to find how it's 7 men and 13 women, that is total amount. So when you add both the amounts, resultant will be 0. So 0, remaining will be 10, 11, 16, 16, 1, 17. So 17,100 will be the total earning per day if there are 7 men and 13 women worked. So finally we got an answer for question number 6, that is 17,100. Question number 7. So 2 men and 1 woman together can complete a piece of work in 14 days, while 2 men and 4 women can complete a piece of work in 8 days. If a man gets rupees 600 per day, how much should a woman earn per day? So friends, it is one of the most important question for all the competitive exam, not only for the bank exam. It is also important for SSC and also for some IT sector interviews. And this question is taken from memory based SSC question paper, and you can see the same concept is repeatedly asked every year in the railway exam, in the SSC exam, and also some of the bank clerk exam. So friends, don't forget to learn this concept while you are learning this time and work topic. And this question can be solved by 2 methods. One is by a normal traditional method and another is by a shortcut method. First of all, I will teach you the normal method. After solving by a normal method, we can go to the shortcut method also, right? Okay, so first point what they said is 2 men, 1 woman can complete a piece of work in 14 days. So this can be written as, let me solve this question by a normal method. So 2 men, 1 woman completes a piece of job in 14 days. So we can say that 2 men and 1 woman 1 day work. So 2 men and 1 woman 1 day work will be 1 by 14. And next point, 2 men and 4 women 1 day work will be 1 by 8. So let me do one thing. We can assume this as equation number 1. We assume this as equation number 2. So what I am going to do is I am going to subtract equation number 1 and equation number 2. So the logic behind while solving the normal method is we are going to find 1 man 1 day work and 1 woman 1 day work. So after finding it, we are going to find the ratio, then we are going to find the share. This comes under the normal method, right? So while subtracting both the equation, plus 2m minus 2m, so we can cancel both the men, right? So remaining will be women. 1 woman minus 4 women will be minus 3 women, is equals to 1 by 14 minus 1 by 8. So when you subtract this, 1 by 14 minus 1 by 8, so minus 3w is equal to, so 14 and 8, I think we can take an LCM as 56. So when you take LCM as 56, this becomes 4 and this will be 7, right? 7 8s are 56. So minus 3w is equal to minus 3 by 56, minus and minus, 3 and 3, so 1 divided by 56. So friends, finally we found that 1 woman work done will be 1 divided by 56. Now substitute this woman in equation number 1 to find what is 1 man work done, right? So 2 men plus 1 woman. We know women will be 1 divided by 56 is equals to 1 divided by 14. So 2 men is equal to 1 by 14 minus 1 by 56. So 2 men is equal to 56 and 14. Again take LCM as 56. 14 fours are 56. So 4 minus 1. So 2 men is equal to 3 divided by 56. So 1 man equal to 3 divided by 56 into 2. So friends, finally by using equation number 1 and equation number 2, we have subtracted both the equation. And finally we found that 1 woman work done will be 1 by 56, 1 man work done will be 2 divided by 56 into 2. Step number 2 is a men and a women. So men will be 3 divided by 56 into 2 and ratio of women will be 1 divided by 56. So this comes someday A is to B. So A is to B or A divided by B, both are same. So when you divide first and second, 56 and 56, we can cancel it. So final ratio will be 3 is to 2. So finally we found that the part is to 2 and 3 parts that was done by men and 2 parts work done by women, and we know that 3 parts done by 1 man where he is getting a salary of 600 per day. So we can say that this 3 parts is 600. So our target to find what is 2 parts of work. So we can say 3 part is equal to 600, then 2 part is equal to x. So x is equal to, just cross multiply this. So when you cross this 2, this becomes 600 into 2 and 3 comes to the denominator. So when you cancel, this becomes 200. So x is equal to 400. So finally we can say that women earns per day, that is rupees 400. So this is normal way of solving. This looks like a lengthy procedure, right? It takes nearly 5 minutes to solve it. And there is, just learn this method also. Let me move on to the shortcut method, where shortcut methods help you to solve this question faster. Now let me move on to the shortcut method. So first point, what they have said is 2 men and 1 woman completes a piece of job in 14 days, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to multiply this 14 with the 2 terms on the left hand side. I'm just going to bring the 14 towards left hand side. So 14 into 2 will be 28. So 28 men plus 14 into 1 will be 14 women is equals to 1. So now I am going to assume this as equation number 1. So next point is, what they have said is 2 men and 4 women. So 2 men and 4 women completes a piece of work in 8 days, that is 1 by 8. So when you bring this 8 towards left hand side, so 8 into 2 will be 16. So 16 men, so 8 fours are 32 women is equals to 1. So this becomes equation number 2. So friends, in the previous case what we did, we have subtracted equation number 1 and equation number 2. But in this case we are going to equate equation number 1 and equation number 2. Why? Because both the right hand side value is 1. So it is easy to equate both the equations. So while equating, so 28m plus 14w is equals to, right hand side will be 16m plus 32w. So while equating, so both the right hand side part is 1, so we can equate, that is left hand side part will be equation number 1 and right hand side part will be equation number 2. Now 28 men, when you bring the 16 men towards left hand side, it becomes minus 16. So 32 women minus 14 women. So I think 28, 16, this becomes 12 men. So 12 men is equals to, this will be 18 women. We can cancel this on 6 table. 2 men is equals to 3 women. So friends, here our target to find what is women earn per day. So we can say that 1 woman is equal to 2 by 3 of men. So friends, got the logic, right? So when you bring this 3 towards left hand side, it becomes 2 by 3. So finally we found that 1 woman is equals to 2 by 3rd of men, and we know that single man salary per day will be 600. So when you cross this, this becomes 200. So we can say that 1 woman will be 400. So 1 woman earns rupees 400 per day. So I think while solving a normal method also, we got an answer as 400. So friends, every question can be solved, the same logic based question can be solved by 2 methods, a normal and also shortcut. So I feel like shortcut will be more easy if you are going for any competitive exams. Question number 8. So A, B and C together earn rupees 150 per day, while A and C together earn rupees 94 and B and C together earn rupees 76, the daily earning of person C. So friends, listen here, what are all the data they have given us? A, B, C. So all the three person is earning rupees 150, and second point where A and C is earning, which is 94 rupees, right? 94 per day. Next is B and C. So B and C is earning rupees 76. So by using this data, what is C share? So friends, there are many different methods to solve this question. Orally we can solve this question, or otherwise if you want to proceed by a normal method. By using a normal method, I feel like what they used to do, we used to keep this as equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3. By subtracting equation 2 and 3, you will get A and B. After getting A and B, we will substitute in equation number 1 to get C. It's a lengthy procedure and also a normal procedure. And if you want orally, you can solve it. But in case if there are 4 persons or 5 persons, in that case you will struggle little bit to solve a question. And so friends, there is a method to solve this question easily. Listen carefully. Our target to find what is C share, right? C share will be A plus B, A plus C. Listen here friends, most important, B plus C. So the given data is A plus C and B plus C, right? If we want to find only C share, we need to eliminate A, right? If we need to eliminate A, so minus A. And also we need to eliminate B, minus B. And we have 2 times letter C, so 1 time we need to eliminate letter C. So this equation can be written as A plus C plus B plus C, while you take minus common, A plus B plus C. So A plus C will be 94, B plus C will be 76, minus of A plus B plus C will be 150. So this can be written as 94 plus 170, right? 160 plus 10, 170. 170 minus 50 will be 20. So finally we can say that C share will be rupees 20. So friends, it is one of the easiest method to solve this question. In case if there are 4 person, if there are 5 person, by using a normal method it will be so lengthy. By using the simple logic, you can easily crack this question. If there are 5 person, so the same logic, after writing both the equation, we need to eliminate A, because our target to find C share. If we want to find what is B share, then our target to eliminate A and C. If we want to find what is A share, our target to eliminate B and C, right? So apply the same logic for all the logic that is based upon this question. So friends, finally in this video, lesson number 4, we have solved 8 different questions. Even though the questions are so simple and easy, you need to learn the concepts of every question, right? After posting 12 or 13 lessons, we can discuss some of the toughest questions. So first learn the basics, be strong on the basics. After that we will solve definitely all the bank PO level time and work question and also CAT level question. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share this video to your friends so that your friends can also learn this. Bye.